So it's a bold new era for the Sportster. The Sportster S, powered by the Revolution Max 1250 motor that we enjoyed a lot in the Pan America, which already was remarkably surprising in how good it is. And now we got that same motor, basically the same motor, in the new Sportster. Brad Richards, the lead designer, he calls it an irrational performance cruiser. And I think maybe the most irrational part is that giant front tire, which is massive. It's a 160. It's fatter than the rear tire of the Street Bob we just tested. So I was kind of hoping that that fat front tire would iron out some of the bumps for the 2 inches of rear suspension travel. Didn't quite work out that way, but it actually performs way better than I expected. There's a little bit of steering flop at low speeds, and at low speeds it steers a bit heavy, but we also took it up in the canyons and we were railing around there, and that front tire doesn't really make sense with the kind of riding we were doing, and yet I had a blast on this thing. So the Revolution Max, it's a 60-degree V-twin instead of Harley's traditional 45. I think it sounds great. Some purists might miss the 45-degree that we've all known to love about this Sportster and other Harleys. In this configuration, the Pan Am's 150 horsepower gets knocked down to 121, and I was originally kind of disappointed by that. Now, after riding the bike, it's got a lot of low-end power, and with this kind of street cruiser platform, you don't really need 150 horsepower. There was never a time when I could hold the throttle on for full open for more than a few seconds, because this thing gets up and scoots. Part of the reason why the motor has less power than the Pan Am is because they wanted the nice low tank, and a low tank creates less space for an airbox, and so then you can't develop the same kind of power as the Pan America, which has a much taller tank. These pipes, two things about that. One is I like the sound from these pipes. I don't think you need to change them out as soon as you buy the bike like some other motorcycles. And the other one, people have been saying, oh God, it's gonna burn your legs. It actually doesn't. It's very well shielded, and the most amount of heat that gets to your legs is from the rear cylinder. So it's got it's got some heat coming off it, but as long as you're moving, it's really a non-issue, and these pipes, I really think, are part of the appeal of this dynamic new platform. Front brakes, Brembo, like the Pan America. Only a single disc though, so you got to give it a pretty good squeeze, but there's pretty good feel from the brake, and anti-lock brakes are also part of the package. An IMU, inertial measurement unit. It informs cornering ABS and traction control. And another thing I really like about this is if you don't want traction control, maybe a burnout or a wheelie, maybe there's a wheelie on video, I don't know yet, you just hold this one button here and it shuts it off, and your hooligan instincts can be exploited. Another interesting thing about this is the Sportster. It looks quite a bit different than the old Sportster, so it's a whole new era. But the ergonomics are nearly identical to the Sportster 48. So the Sportster 48's got a tall tank, but the actual ergonomic triangle is, according to Harley-Davidson, nearly identical to the Sportster 48. So it's got that Sportster lineage, but it really is all new. Instead of dual shocks, we got a single shock, fully adjustable, with a linkage, so it's a higher end pieces, and it does a remarkably good job for as little travel it has, especially in the rear. So, in town, it's a demon. It scoots from stoplight to stoplight faster than just about anything. And in the canyons, it's really fun to ride. I might wish for smaller front tire, and although Harley is very careful about revealing new product information, they are admitting that there's going to be lots more to come in this platform. So you can expect something with a taller seat, more suspension travel, a more traditional size front tire. And with this new platform and the new era of Sportsters, we can't wait to see what's going to come next. It's going to be fun.